There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. There is only one indigenous...
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our faults. But if the prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hell to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending this shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. Now waving standard which emboldened day free shall always be our flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscared will pass. When we are poised, the wind of battle to
restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra. We must always strive to do what we have to do to restore Biafra back, hope of our children. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra. From the rising of the sun to the going of the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra.
So once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, people of conscience around the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio station. Of course, the Biafran Human Rights and Freedom Radio is a platform that is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group. As you already know, there are a lot of people who are agitating, who are engaging the idea behind one Nigeria, the British creation called Nigeria. Some supposedly Nigerian believe that there is need for restructure. We cannot forget that over 3.5 million have died because of restructure under the leadership of Gowon as the head of state Nigeria, and then Din Chukwuemeka Odumegwu as the governor in charge of the eastern region in the Nigerian state. Some call for resource control. We cannot forget in a hurry that people like Isaac Adakaburu died for resource control under this idea of one Nigeria. Others believe in the Bill of Rights. We cannot forget the fact that Ken Saro-Wiwa died because of Bill of Rights. And then there are people who are clamoring for constitutional amendment. There are those who are calling for regional autonomy, devolution of power. But we cannot forget what some of these genuine individuals died for. What did Dele Giwa died for? And so on and so forth. But then there are people who have the interest of the Biafran nation at heart, and they engage the Nigerian process because they love humanity. On this very platform, they call out to everybody. But let me make it clear, we have different ideology, but yet everything we do is geared towards one end and one end alone, and that is to ensure that we become the author of our destiny. And of course, the de facto customary government in this instance is headed by Alhaja Sare Dokubo and deputized by our sister Rita Aniboko. I must acknowledge members of the parliament, which is the advisory body, as well as members of the executive, the implementation body. You are all highly appreciated this evening once again for what you are doing for the people of Biafra. And of course, I move on to acknowledge members of Biafra Nation Alliance. You people are doing well. I must salute your courage this evening. It would not have been easy if you have not decided to do what is necessary. Thank you once again. From the media department to the administrators as well as board of trustees, you are all highly appreciated. And of course, the platform itself is being anchored by Diokpa Uchukafo Mefo, the man of Abatete, who simply assured all of us that under his watch, he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And hopefully, I remain George ONYIBE. We're moving on from Delta State, Biafra land. People of conscience around the world, I thank you. Most of you are not Biafra, you are not even in any pro-Biafran group, you don't even believe in everything we are doing, but yet you are guided by your conscience. And in the end, you know the truth, and the truth is doing great for you. Thank you, all of you. And I thank the Almighty Creator who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. He is our hope and stay, and without him we are gone as a people. We'll continue to appreciate him, that he be exalted above all. Amen. We go to our discussion this evening, which is simply titled, The Shade of Lies. The Shade of Lies. The Shade of Lies. Lies have shade. It has shape, and most of us don't know. The shade of lies. When you talk about lies, first of all, it have different shape and form. Lie. It have different form and different shape. And so if you are not aware, they will continue to deceive you. You know, for instance, the difference between a male and a female through their shape. You have the female sheep, you have the male sheep. And so this having been said, we will move on to look at some of these shapes. But then let us find out what is lie. Lie simply means to make an untrue statement. To make an untrue statement with the intent to deceive or to create a false or misleading impression. That is lies. Lie emanate from that mindset to make an untrue statement, to say something that is not true, with the intent to deceive or to create a false or misleading impression. Lies has different type. There are some lies that are referred to, for instance, lies of denial. This is a type of lies that is involved in an untruthful person or a truthful person simply saying that they were not involved. It's a type of lie. It's known as lies of denial. It manifests every day before our very eyes. But there is a reason why we must review them. Because most of them look like the truth. In fact, the easiest words, message that penetrate the heart of Homo sapiens is when lies is garnished, or when they garnished with the truth. They pick up lies, they dress it with the truth. It travels very fast because it makes our desire totally complete. And those who do not have this misunderstanding can easily be misled. And that is why the Bible says certain Christians are being pushed around to and fro. They cannot settle down. They cannot accept anything. This is because they are being controlled by lie, garnished, properly dressed with the truth. And you have the lie known as the lie of omission, lies of fabrication, lies of minimization, lies of exaggeration. At least these are the major 5 types of lie, but it is more than that. Lying in itself have advantage of getting to its destination faster than anticipated, but unfortunately it is always cut off by the truth, thereby rendering its activities of no effect. In the judicial system they say null and void. When you lie in any instance, the speed the lie can travel, it's unbelievable. But then the unfortunate thing about the lie itself is that it is always overcome by the truth. The lie will move with the speed of light, and then you see the truth crawling on the other hand. But no matter how fast the lie is, the truth will not only catch up. Biafra Nation Alliance will tell you we are not going anywhere. We are not in a hurry, because every lie, this truth we preach here must catch up with them. Let me try and create a scenario so you understand how it really works. If you have been traveling on a highway, let's say from Onitsha to Abuja, or maybe from Benin to Lagos, location within the Nigerian state, of course even anywhere around the world, on a highway. And now this is what you notice. All of a sudden you see certain vehicles traveling at the speed of sound, very fast. When they overtake you, you hear pew, and then they disappear. You won't see them again. In most cases you will be wondering, men, see speed, men, look at this vehicle, very fast. But you know the amazing thing, I want you to observe anytime you travel, watch those vehicles. If there is any reason why that vehicle on that very high altitude should slow down, you see those ones that are not running fast catch up with it very fast. If you have observed this, you will see the idea of trying to drive very fast, except maybe you're doing it for the fun of it. Doing that to catch up with time, I tell you, pray that nothing stops you, because the moment there is any little hold up or pothole, you will see all those people you overtook and zoomed off and left behind, all of them will catch up with you. That is the same thing with lie. You can travel very far and people will be amazed the level you have attained to. But the truth is, the moment you are confronted by the truth in this instance, everything you have lied against and left behind will catch up with you. And of course the Biafra Restoration Project is a good example to make you see what we are talking about. All the lies of almost a decade now, the truth is catching up with them, and we want to make sure no more yahoo. Most of you pretend as if you are not listening to what we are saying, as if you are not paying attention. Nigeria is paying attention and they are following it. Non-Nigerians are paying attention and they are following it. France are paying attention and they are following it. We are your lifeguard, but we still stand remaining for Biafra and Biafra alone. And that is why every day we continue to open your eyes, as well as appeal to your conscience. Peradventure you will be able to do the right thing, and in the end we can salvage all that is left of us as a people. Like I said, lying itself have its own advantage of getting to its destination on time, but quite unfortunate, always caught up by the truth. We may temporarily enjoy the benefit of lying at every instance, but its consequence is undeniable. When you are lying, very sweet, very palatious, how do they say it, very, you enjoy it. How do I make it sound milky? Lie, very sweet. It comes in different ways. There are truths that are lies, and sometimes they refer them to as true lies. They are truth, but they are lies. In fact, in a right context to understand it as a black man, we call it white lies. Maybe you begin to get the point now. Let us therefore consider some kind of lie that is destroying everything that we believed in order to know how we can be able to reciprocate for our own good. Before we look at least 7 types of lie that is destroying everything behind the Biafra restoration, let's go back and read a write-up I saw. With the recent happening in our dear state, Anambra, the killing, burning down of state-owned assets, and the recent threat by these faceless criminals to attack 9 more local government, one can't help but ask the following question. Is Nnamdi Kanu from Anambra State? I want you to see how truth looks like. Very bitter. It's not palatable to evil people. They don't like it. I want to give you just an epistle of truth. And then we can now, maybe from this understanding, investigate lies so that you can save yourself. Somebody from Anambra wrote this and is addressing Anambra people. He said, please, people of Anambra, wake up from the sleep. Now, considering the fact that there are some faceless, unknown gunmen and ESM killing people in Anambra and Imo, to be precise, raping, murdering, beheading, cannibalizing. How do I put it in grammar so you understand? He said to the extent that as we speak, they have declared that they will attack 9 local government in Anambra State. He said, but I just can't understand. Number one, let me ask him the Anambra. Is Nnamdi Kanu from Anambra State? This is a rhetorical question. Of course, you already know the answer. And that is why I say it's a rhetorical question. This is a question I already know the answer. But you answer for yourself. Is Nnamdi Kanu from Anambra? This one they are killing Imo, killing Anambra left and right. And everyone say, BIAFRA. Let's start killing everybody now. And this Anambra man asked, in the Anambra, is Nnamdi Kanu from Anambra? Number one. You that wrote this thing, I know your name is at the end. We shall reveal it. But let me begin to answer if I were to be asked directly. Number one, Nnamdi Kanu is not from Anambra. And then number two, your question is why they attack on Anambra State and Professor Soludo. Yes, because Benjamin Madubugu is from Anambra, Ihiala, and he is the head of ESM, unknown gunmen, inside Africa, inside Biafra land. What do you expect? The rat in the house is the one that tells the rat outside that there is a fish inside the house. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Should I speak Hausa? And I believe I answered your question. The reason why it has to be in Anambra is because the rat of Anambra is responsible. Benjamin Madubugu. Pretend as if you don't know the truth. And the reason why it looks like the attack is directly on Professor Soludo, unlike his predecessors, Willie Obiano and other southeastern governors, having been intimidated by Nnamdi Kanu through terrorism, Soludo must be to. They must subdue him. All these things you are hearing, watch IPOB language is changing gradually. The moment Soludo drop, you will know they can praise devil. Nnamdi Kanu and his bingos can praise devil where necessary. So the attack on Soludo is not because of Soludo. The attack on Soludo is because he is standing in their way of money. This is all about money. Money. There are many truths you will hear in time to come. It's all about money. It's just that Nnamdi Kanu somewhere along the line, I think he miscalculated. By now he would have been on radio and give you the history of Soludo. How Soludo was a janjaweed. How Soludo nose look like Fulani nose. Don't you notice that Soludo head look like a Sabongeri head? He would have told you the story and then poison your heart against him. But it's not there. His amateur bingo are trying their best. But at least unknown gunmen are there to frustrate Soludo. And then somebody is going to come to Soludo and say, Wana, Imana on with you, what's me here? I get a call Sunday. Here acho also acho ego ne acho 20 billion. Okay, can I negotiate is here no? The same way some of you deceive Soludo to go and visit Nnamdi Kanu as if he's going to change anything. We are the ones that know what is going on, and our salvation or the salvation of our people lies in our hand, and that is why we stand put. There are reasons for everything we are doing. And then Soludo is going to give. It will not end with Soludo. They are growing bolder and bolder and bolder every day. You say what they did? I told them, if you say they burn you, enter Asaba, enter Delta State. Did you not hear they went to Asaba? They just see one Dangote trailer wey don spoil, come put on fire. Hey, Anangame is in Delta. They are destroying Delta. Hey, continue. I keep telling you. The ripple effect. You must prepare your heart. Let's leave there anyway. Number 3 question. Is there any agenda these people are pursuing? Is there any agenda? Every day Anambra Imo, Anambra Imo, Anambra Imo. Do they have any agenda we don't know? Do they have any agenda? Yes, they have agenda. Now they kind of want to be the Jagaban of Igbo land. He tested power he never dreamt of, and now he is God. Do you know? Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said in that broadcast? You see, I know one truth. I am a very powerful man. I control over 2 million people all over the world. I can decide who live and who die. And if I want to play God, I can play God. You get the point now? They have agenda. Now they kind of want to be Jagaban. But you see, in land, no Jagaban for your pocket. For your pocket or your state for you. In Biafra land, no Jagaban. But of course, he has to try. He want to be an emperor or emir of Fundibu. Those of you who want emir, build a throne because they are coming. But if you don't want emir or Jagaban, get ready for the impact. Number 4 question. He said, that is a simple question. These are truth. This is how truth sound. And the answer is no. Soludo is just an ordinary man. When I mean you are ordinary man, it's not a way to talk you down or talk down on you. It's a way to say you're just simple individual, very neutral. You're just human. After all, that is what we are. And so he has more to do. Possibly will not get involved in trying to know. We know everybody is trying to lobby. So when Nnamdi Kanu bring Biafra, your family will be relevant. You people are not ready for the kind of Biafra we are fighting for. Only those who are qualified will be there. And you see, all of us are qualified. If you are qualified as a rich man, then I am qualified as a poor man. If you are qualified as an educated man, then I am qualified as an illiterate. If you are qualified as a female, then I am qualified as a male. If you are qualified because you are tall, then I am qualified because I am short. Do you know what is equity? But I know they are not thinking about this. So is Soludo responsible for the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu? Soludo, Professor Soludo, did you send Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya? But already all of you know he did not. He then asked another question. Number 5. Why is the home of Nnamdi Kanu in Abia State not under this kind of attack? Why is Afari Beku not burning? You see, after this broadcast now, watch tomorrow. Although maybe as I've said it now, they won't do it again. Tomorrow you hear, Aruchuku High Court have been burned down. Hey, unknown gunmen. For Nnamdi Kanu IPOB to buy small cow, enter inside bush, kill the cow, and start videoing it to deceive those of you raising fund to fight a war you are not ready for. Oh, we are killing Fulani cow. Can you see the cow? We are killing the cow. They will go and burn anywhere to show relevant. But all of us know this truth, that the way they attack Anambra and Imo, they are not attacking Abia State. Why is he not attacking Abia? Will Abia State not be part of this Ebonyi State peaceful and not observing this stupid sit at home order, even when it is a well-known fact that the governor is anti-Biafra and a well-known sympathizer to the Fulani? After thorough reflection, he came to conclusion that this imbecile have an agenda against Indian Anambra. From all indication, this is no longer agitation. They want to bring Anambra State down, and it seems they are winning. Anambra State is fast becoming a ghost state, losing her pride of place as a business hub and light of the nation. Schools are closed for 3 days, running, and our kids are wasting away, whereas schools are open in Ebonyi State and other states. Whereas the can do and never say die spirit of Ndigbo, Anambra gone to. Where did he go to? Why have we become so frightful and afraid? Dim Chukwemeko Dimego Juku and all our fallen heroes will be turning restlessly in their grave when they behold the ugly spectacle that Anambra State has become. It is time to awaken the Gobike spirit in the realm of Anambra man and say enough is enough to these criminals. Time to unite and drive this inglorious bastard away from our land, our state. We should not allow miscreants and never do well to even overrun this state and bring us down to very existence. The Anambra aren't known for idiocy and laziness. How can we suddenly become docile in the face of tyranny, gathering under mango tree to eat, drink, and enjoy small talks on weekdays when our fellows in other states are busy doing their business? Our kids wake up in the morning and play till evening when their mates in other states are busy in their classroom studying. Profiakwa in the Anambra, are we known for industry, resilience, and dynamism? It is high time we take back our school, our market, our business, our life. Time to take back our dear state, Anambra. Wake up, umunnem. Teta nonola. Did you understand that? This is true. This is true. Oh, he must sit at home for Nnamdi Kanu. What is not sitting at home in his village now? Do you know almost 7 years we cannot form a single IPOB unit in Umuahia? Not to talk of Ibeku. It took like almost 8 years before a single family was formed around Umuahia metropolis. And then Nnamdi Kanu asked us to shut it down. If you know the time, is it Fani Kayode came to visit his in-law in Abia? That was the period that very unit was shut down. And so why is it Nnamdi Kanu running from, let's destroy Abia now, so when Biafra come, he become the first one that we will rebuild. And I don't know who wrote this thing. I didn't see your name here, but God bless you. This is truth. But we are not looking at truth now. We are looking at lies. If you cannot understand how lies function, some truth will look like lie and some lie will look like true. Let's set our priorities right, putting everything in its perspective. Let us go back to the issue of truth, as we lies rather. Now we are going to consider 7 kind of lies that are destroying everything that we believed in. Number 1 is the Nigerian pattern of lying. We are looking at pattern of lying now, not type of lying, pattern. They have different pattern. Number 1, let's look at the Nigerian pattern of lying. I call it the more you look, the less you see. In other words, it is abracatami brakata. The Nigerian pattern of lying, number 1, is referred to as the more you look, the less you see. Let's look at lies in the recent days. Justice Binta Nyako, who is supposed to be looking into Nnamdi Kanu matter, was busy fighting for rights to be allowed to watch Liverpool inside DSS. These people were to Makasa. Her Excellency, Honorable Justice Binta Nyako, warned the DSS that denying Nnamdi Kanu access to watch his favorite football team can be considered as terrorism. Therefore, Nnamdi Kanu must be allowed to watch football. And you don't see they are deceiving you. I punk they say we should watch football. Now I become a fan. Maybe I told you people, I say which football club Nnamdi Kanu belong to? If you can predict, I give you 5,000 naira or a charge card. I am trying to point you to something, but you don't know. I won't come out openly. I will allow them to come so they disgrace. I made a post 3 days ago telling you about football club. The really magic has not come out. The more you look, the less you see. Most of the bingos we are on my Facebook, they are busy me. Oh, you are idiot, you are foolish, you are this one. But there is agenda to destroy Igbo land that you are not aware of. Let me go back to my post and give you the exact date so that you can be able to follow up. Nigerian pattern of lie is that the more you look, the less you see. You think you are looking, you are not looking. The more you look, the less you see. I made that post and I copied this JC and I said, Biafra, which is club Nnamdi Kanu enter? These are coded statements. You may not understand it, but don't worry, we don't want you to understand it. At the right time, you will get the truth. But just be following what we are telling you, because they will use their hand by themselves to expose themselves. Let me go back to that post and get you the date so you go. If you go, it is about 2 days ago now, and I said Nnamdi Kanu was crying that the Nigerian state the renowned noble Yahoo freedom fighter is now a footballer. They won't use you now again. They are coming out. He wore red, but But which club does he tell you he belong? You can imagine now the Kano supposedly facing treason, talking about the issue that gives Nigeria a sleepless night, Biafra matter. He's in. I have started watching football since I was 7 years. Was that test by moonlight? Biafrans, you are being lied to. They know what they are doing. Let's look at another form of lie. You saw the one coming from Lamido Sanusi, the man who have over 70 names. But most people don't know. As a governor of Central Bank, he have a different name. As Emir of Kano, he have a different name. As a regular citizen, he have a different name. But most of you don't know. He is the one saying something. I am warning Nigeria. If you let Igbo you carry ammunition, Nigeria is gone. And I love what my brother, is it a that brother, why did I forget it? The people very working hard for government initiative, BVI. Even on his sick bed, when he saw this lie, he rose on his sick bed and made that broadcast. He said, don't trust Lamido, Sanusi Lamido. Don't trust him. You fall into that trap. You will know that what happened to the generation of 1966 to 1970 is a child's play. He's trying to boost your morale. The more you look, the less you see. Every lieutenant, Fulani, they are well equipped. All the armory in Nigeria is in the north. The supposed armory in our location, there is what you have there is farmers gun. And then you think you can steal gun to come and fight who? And when you run out of bullet, where do you get it? This is not the era of Nzobu. We have passed that stage. We have passed that stage. Look at the whole NATO. They are afraid to engage Russia. Is it because of population? Is it because Russia have connection? My brother, even America is afraid of electric magnetic pulse. Go and ask them. And then the people who you are their rat. You are their. They feed on your misery. You are going to fly out. You should know the truth by now. Agamaga Abuja Ajebuta isi Buhari. Agamaga Abuja Ajebuta isi Buhari. He's not a football coach. Just be watching. He started watching football when he was 7 years. Hallelujah. Amen. That is how Nigeria lies. The more you look, the less you see. All of us intellectual and how did Nnamdi Kanu call them? Intellectuals, according to Nnamdi Kanu. All of you are here. Abdulsalami Abubakar went to Cyber Cafe in London, copy and pasted constitution for us like Nnamdi Kanu says. And then what are we doing? We the people of Nigeria, this family they call we the people of Nigeria. We don't know them yet. And all of us are black. And suppose intelligent people will come out and say, does the constitution of Nigeria say so? Is it the one written by we the people of Nigeria? The more you look, the less you see. But if you don't know, you don't know. Let us look at another pattern of lying. We call it the imperialist pattern of lying. The imperialist. The imperialists, you should know who I'm talking about. Colonial masters, as they call themselves. The creator of Africa. In the case of Nigeria, the British government. Their own pattern of lying is called pretentious. They pretend, the pattern of lying. They pretend they protect your interests, but they are liars. Let's assume, I think our almighty legal practitioner, what do they call him? Is it Fence, the American lawyer? He is calling United Nations to come to the southeast and see what is happening in southeast by themselves. Nnamdi Kanu imported lawyer from America. They know already. They are the one that castrate those process, initiate those process. But if peradventure United Nations choose to come to southeast, they will not come to us to ask questions, so we give them evidence. They will go to nightclub. They will give them girlfriend. They will enjoy, eat our money. The small resources that the governors will steal and keep, they will use it to entertain them. And you see, at the end of the visit, this is how they are going to write their report. Having traveled to this eastern region of Nigeria, where the people are very industrious and the enthusiasm for greatness enumerate and eradicate their very existence, where noble men and women, young and old, equivocally and amalgamatedly under the crown shaft work very hard to earn a living. And from our investigation, they are very peaceful and unanimously working to build their nation. Though there are influence of some misguided elements who a kind of causing problem, but their leaders in good spirit, notice that word, good spirit. Ojofosi Nnamdi Kanu is in good spirit. Professor Soludo C. Nnamdi Kanu is in good spirit. Una no say get wetin that word mean, and they will add it. Their leaders being in good spirit have assured us that it will take no time to bring down this miscreant. And in other words, everything we have been hearing about this eastern region is not the way it is presented. And so the United Nations has therefore decided to partner with the governor and the leadership, not just of Anambra, but Nigeria in totality, to ensure that this uprising is submounted. Then hey, United Nations ambassadors, hey, the ambassadors, where are the people that came? Recently they sent their envoy to Biafra land. That was when Nnamdi Kanu bingos were beheading and raping their own sister. That is British pattern of lying. They don't come out openly. 1966, 67, 70, while they were starving Biafrans to the death, as directed by the British government through Yakubu Gowon, BBC was busy telling the world. Maybe those who would have gotten involved will ask, what is happening in Biafra land? They say, no, it's famine. The famine in Biafra land. And when it was obvious this is not famine, they converted the name to Harold Wilson syndrome. Harold Wilson was in charge. Almighty mercenary, special advisor. They lie against you with polite words. There are a lot of people lying against you with polite words. Look at that punk of Nnamdi Kanu. When they lie to you, the more you look, the less you see. You can compare them. For instance, going to a Nigerian pattern of lying, the more you look, the less you see. Nnamdi Kanu wake up one day, he told all of you, Elohua have told me Biafra will come in 2020. If he did not come, you know Elohua did not send me. And immediately we enter 2021. Elohua, we didn't see him again. Biafra, he did not come again. And people have started murmuring. All the money you gave waiting for Elohua to give you Biafra. You started murmuring. How do we do? Where is Biafra? But Nnamdi Kanu have to lie to you. But this time, how did he lie to you? Yes, now we are going to undergo 150 days of fasting and praying. When we are done with this 150 days and praying, it's over 300 days counting. And Barrister Jaffa is telling you, you can see the light is shining now. All of you must engage in prayer. Very unfortunate. I'm telling you this pattern of lie. So when Nnamdi Kanu and other career freedom fighter are using it against you, you should be able to discern. Comparing them with the second pattern of lie, the British, the imperialist pattern of lie, because it's not only British government, colonial masters, that is how they do it. While IPOB is busy killing Anambra people, IPOB media warriors are telling you, we cannot spill the blood of Igbo people in this struggle. We are here to save Biafrans. We cannot spill the blood of Biafrans in this struggle. We are here to save Biafrans. Can somebody tell me where is Akwara? Can somebody tell me where is Akwara? Okay, they gave his blood to Chukwokika Abiam or where? We look at the third pattern of lies, which is the religious pattern of lying. Hypocrites. Religious pattern of lying. It is hypocritical. Take example from Father Mbaka. Good luck has become bad luck. Oh, good luck has become bad luck. Oh, so the one boy begin to sing, Father Mbaka, why? Father Mbaka, why? And then all of a sudden, we the people of God, we prayed for Muhammadu Buhari. We prayed for him that God should help us, the people. And he answered our prayer and gave us Muhammadu Buhari with his holy wife, virtuous woman, and his angelic children. We must give him all our Lord's support. It looks like Buhari is not giving him something again. Now he has joined IPOB. IPOB don't have money to give you Father Mbaka. They can't give you money. Instead, Nnamdi Kanu will lick you. He's a very greedy man. But it won't give you popularity. You are a hypocrite and you are destroying the image of the church. Deliberately. Hypnotizing everybody. Hypocrites. There is something that happened one day. I won't mention the person's name. I had a discussion with Nnamdi Kanu and he said to me, I am very proud of you. And that was when he was planning to rubbish me. And then I told somebody who is related to Nnamdi Kanu and said, this is what Nnamdi Kanu said. He said he is very proud of me. The person started laughing. He laughed and almost died. I said, why are you laughing? He said he's proud of you. I beg, make we talk another thing. And that was when I knew that Nnamdi Kanu brother know what Nnamdi Kanu was planning. Okay, that is who he is. He's a rat, that kind of rat. They will be eating you and be blowing you. But I knew before then. I was waiting for him to pull his string. I told them all these things happening today will happen in the DOS. But you know, they are Almighty God. Who can dare try them? It has not even started. Hypocritical pattern of lying. Biafra is almost here. Biafra is coming. You will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. Have you considered the process? Have you considered the process? Hallelujah. Yes, Biafra will come. Somebody was trying to insult me on Facebook. Is that this thing you are doing now? What if Biafra come? What else? My guy, first of all, as we are saying now, if Biafra come, that Biafra will stop on Nnamdi Kanu village. Because everything Nnamdi Kanu has put in place, they are all death trap. They must be reviewed. Ordinary IPOB, we saw evil of the highest order. We wish to even remain in Nigeria than to talk about Biafra. But we know this is not the collective initiative of our people. This is as a result, emanating as a result of the greed of Nnamdi Kanu, which is insatiable. Very greed, soulless and wicked. Hypocrites. For Mazimefo to tell you, you will not be able to understand. Very unfortunate. Hypocrites. And campaign continue, enlightenment campaign continue. Look at that, you just go and burn truck will break down for road. Unknown government. Don't worry. You think we are joking? I have called two people, Jude and Nkenjika, one from River State, another from Imo State. What will happen to you Just send message to your people. Where did you people keep Ojo for? Have you people betrayed him? That thing you are looking for, you will get it. The highest you will do, you begin to sing, hey, Okawa is a Indiami, Okawa is a higher killer, Okawa is killing Igbo, Okawa says it's not Igbo, it's killing Igbo. Well, this is not Soludo village. This is not Ihedio, Osodema village. This is Orogodo. You see, when you went to River State to do the same rubbish, hey, Wike is killing Igbo, Wike the Igbo killer, hey, he's killing Igbo, he hates Igbo, he's Igbo, he's not Igbo. By now, everybody is calm. It's just a matter of time. Let us continue. We look at number 4, pattern of lie. It is called commercial pattern of lying. We have different kind of lie. They come in different shade. We have the commercial pattern. And when you talk about the commercial pattern of lying, it actually trying to make you look larger than life. You go to a shop, for instance, to buy electronics. Maybe you wanted to buy Panasonic, and what they have is a JVC. They lie to you, so you buy JVC. They begin to tell you the difference. Panasonic is AC, and why JVC is DC. You now say, what is AC and DC? You say they are all both form of electricity. It's just that one have 220 volt voltage and the other is 110. And then the difference now is one is electrical economically better, and so go for JVC. But that is not true. In UK they can be using 110 voltage, but in Nigeria we are using 220. And this is not about being economical or otherwise. This is about trying to protect their market. The other come from Tesla's, Nikolas Tesla's, and then the other one come from what is the name of this guy? They come from two different persons. Nikolas Tesla is more of a European, and so they prefer to promote his market. And then Thomas Edison is more of American, and you know they have to do something. It's just a market strategy. Both of them are electricity, both of them are economical, but it depends on the one you are using already. But somebody selling market, we want to tell you the one that is better because we want to be there. Look at some members of IPOB. Because they are still inside IPOB, we are telling them run for your life, but they are still there. Why? Because they believe because we are there, we have sown seed here, we have invested here, we can't let it fall. No, we will be here. Just watch what they will do to Simeon Ekpa. You will never believe that Nnamdi Kanu told you they are hardcore. Simeon Ekpa Exposé is doing well. He's a hardcore. Now to destroy Simeon Ekpa, IPOB are working hard. Oh, Simeon Ekpa, anybody that believes that Simeon Ekpa is responsible, you are lying. Simeon Ekpa is just saying what they told him to say. He has his own is that he's on contract. He has received about 75% of his money. Forget about the rest then. It looks like in those days when we come on radio to broadcast, Nnamdi Kanu will say, curse Yoruba, curse Yoruba. And then we look at what Yoruba have done, we don't like. We capitalize on it and attack Yoruba. And then the next day, China Sanwo-Olu will come, he say, curse Fulani, curse Fulani. We look at the menace of Fulani and we attack them, we capitalize. And then all of a sudden, Nnamdi Kanu say, don't curse Yoruba again. Let's begin to love them. And I said, no, if we have confronted these people, this is based on merit, what they did. And I knew something was not right. And so when they come again, they say, curse Fulani, curse Fulani. I say, no, I will not curse Fulani. I have Fulani in my blood. Fulani are my in-law. I can't curse Fulani. I was saying that on Radio Biafra, not here. Go to my YouTube, they are still there. More than 3 broadcasts, I said this. So Simeon Ekpa is still under the same influence. Just that he knew most of these things will happen before now. So it's a little bit prepared. But IPOB will not stop. Most of you believe. Some people think it's Simi Anikpa. Who is Simi Anikpa? Does he know the loyalty of those working with him? The supposedly transmitter, autopilot say they mounted. I know the location of all of them. If you were my problem, I would disengage all of them. That is why I look at all of you. All of you in Biafra land, I know the location of all your transmitter. Disengage all of you in the Ohi. But you are not my problem. Begin to do the right thing so we can still meet at the next junction. Simeon Ekpa is irrelevant. He's in the Kano plot. He knows what he's doing. That is what is known as commercial lie. Commercial lie. That is how they function. And then we briefly go to the next one, which is known as a judicial pattern of lying. Judicial pattern of lying. I'll be back.
BIAFRA is our only home. It is our only home. From the rising of the sun to the going of the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, BIAFRA is our only home. Only hope, BIAFRA. We must.
Yes, also sorry for that. Had some challenges, but it's taken care of. So sorry about that, but let us continue with the message. Lies come in different pattern. It comes in different shade. If we are not careful to observe them and monitor them, all of us will be deceived. And then we go to the fifth one, which is known as the judicial pattern of lying. It is called prejudice, preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Prejudice. It is called judicial pattern of lying. This lie is based on a perceived opinion. They have perceived, they have concocted, they have made up their mind, they have planned how to do it to you. For instance, when we say certain things that IPOB is doing, some liars will go ahead and formulate those patterns. They will go ahead and initiate such process. How do I put it? Pattern of lies. They set you up. They set you up completely. And then they will tell people this is who you are, and then they set you up. And so in those days, when they are trying to set me up, for instance, People will call me, people I don't know. Please help me build my house. Please help me buy motor. Please help me do this. Please help me do that. Good things happening all at the same time. I knew something was not right. And meanwhile, when they say, help me buy recharge card, give my mother, they will photocopy the receipt, send to Nnamdi Kanu. Help me go to my village, do something like this. They will photocopy the receipt, give to Nnamdi Kanu. And those were the receipts. Darlington was on Facebook with Pastor Jack telling you, oh, this is what they are doing. Oh, this is what they are doing. Just watching as a pattern. When they want to kill any Igbo man, they come and tell you, oh, this Igbo man is a criminal. He's the one bringing Fulani in our land. You cannot take it. If you don't repent, we kill him. These are lies. What is the Ogidi youth? How did they kill him? Is anybody talking about it? The person who contested under another platform for governor of Rivers State, one of them was killed. Are you people talking about it? China Sanwo-Olu threatened Ohajegbe my people about ONYIBE. Did people not die? They lie to you. If not that this platform is here, they would have told you. That is why we were warning him. Oh, this is what we were trying to avoid. Oh, that is a lie. That is a pattern of lie. And then we look at the next one, the sixth one, which is a Biafran under Nnamdi Kanu. They have their own pattern of lying uniquely. It is called malicious lies. Their pattern of lying of IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu, it is called malicious. When they lie against you, where is Josephina or Rosofina? She's from Anambra, the Plateau State woman leader. The one they said I was sleeping with. A woman I barely know. Somebody's wife. IPOB dragged this woman. Only God knows if the husband have to kill her. Only God knows. Some persons called from diaspora and wanted to give her legal aid, but she refused. Maybe the husband have threatened her. And in less than 2 weeks, they were shouting, oh, he sleep with people's wife. He sleep with people's wife. The woman died. But come to think about it, with all these fine girls everywhere, I will go and die inside another man's wife? Come on. Malicious lie. Malicious lie. It's still trending. So when they tell you somebody did something, watch closely. They have their own pattern of lying. You see the Biafran people to know that we have investigated and from a reliable source that David Umaru is trying to sell 20 acres of land to Hausa people. Only God knows the project they are doing, and this very project is being funded by Islamic Bank. And this Islamic Bank, you know what it means to our land. The Bonny people must rise up and stop money. This is not accepted. Malicious lie. All these are lie, fallacy from the pit of hell. But of course, they have to dent your image. So listen clearly. Understand the kind of lie. It's sell, removed. Everybody begin to carry it. But it's a lie. The truth will catch up with it. Of course, because of time, the ignorant followers, they have their own pattern of lying. Ignorant followers of Nnamdi Kanu, they have their own pattern of lying. And it is called wishful lying. Wishful lying. They can lie. Look at a hardcore IPOB member close to you and tell them, how do you see this Biafra restoration project? They will tell you, Putin has contacted Nnamdi Kanu, then they want to give us Biafra. Israel, their warship now is inside Atlantic Ocean. If Nigerians try us, they will attack. Cock and bull story. Cock and bull story. No, we are going home. We sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. No, we have finished every arrangement. But those who are sensible can see how shallow your mind are. Because because we've not even started the journey. And so in conclusion, they all have their benefit. But this targeted, what they targeted to achieve, that particular aim or goal, will be useless in the end. Nothing will come out from it. But if we stand by the truth, on the other hand, we will see that in the end we are going to win. This is the time for the people of Biafra to recognize the truth. And of course, identify the lies. Let's stop lying. We are not fighting for a will that has never been. We are not fighting to get a land that is not ours. We don't want to take what does not belong to us. Everything we are doing is legal, is normal. That is the right thing. For instance, something happened in Abuja today. And let's see if I can play the audio so that I can give you some information regarding that very issue. These are lies. People who know this truth can never believe you, neither believe in the Biafra restoration project. Listen to this audio. Let us see if we can play them.
And then, step back and stay there. Only for them eventually to come and started attacking us with tear gas.
Yes, hold on.
And then, step back and stay there. Only for them eventually to come and started attacking us with tear gas. They tear gas the good women and started pushing us. Use their, what do they call it, stone and whatever they call it, beating us to hit my leg. You understand? I will shoot people. You understand? They pushed me down. We started running away from them. Why? Because we cannot stay there and not smoking the tear gas. The women they were not disturbing them. So please, you, we are nothing. We must leave this country. It's not a nation.
Now, the reason I play this audio is to show you that kind of wishful lies of IPOB. If I open it now and allow the media warrior to comment, you see him calling the world, come and look at they are killing us in Abuja. That is the woman they call Mama Biafra. She is Biafra land woman leader. But surprise, surprise, most IPOB members don't know she's a retired Nigerian army. That woman is a retired Nigerian army. And now if you know how this saying go, once a soldier, always a soldier. You are telling me a retired Nigerian woman army, soldiers will start beating her. She will not say esopre dinko. She cannot say ahua. She cannot use some of those coded language and then they leave her. All of you following that woman, don't worry, they will kill you, and then IPOB will put your post picture on social media so you can get sympathizers from around the world. So Putin or Israel Prime Minister or Japanese Prime Minister will start saying, oh, they are killing Biafra, give them Biafra or bomb Biafra. When are they deceiving themselves? So they tear gas you, they don't tear gas you. Without give us Biafra. But this is a lie now. This woman is a soldier, a retired Nigerian soldier. In fact, during the Biafran war, she was fighting for the Nigerians. She was working in the intelligence department for Nigerians. All these years she had been hiding. She hid her color and then all of us follow. And many women followed them. All the women in IPOB here in Biafra land, all the encounter we have had with Nigerian people, do you notice they don't arrest this woman? She always escape. You need to see her on Facebook. The person tell you, they shoot my leg, they now break me, they now tear gas me. All this lie will not take us anywhere. And some of you will say, oh, it's bad, it's bad. We want to leave Nigeria. Nigeria is not good. It's not supposed to be a country. It's as simple as that. But coming to say, oh, all the veterans who associate with this woman, may the Lord be with all of you. But of course, if they kill you, what do they gain? During she don't hide, use all of her head. And they do that, oh, we are warrior, we are warrior. No, the Canona is a footballer. He's a footballer. And so on this note, we must know when we are being lied to. And then refuse that lie. Because that empire of lies must crumble in the end. Unavoidable. But you see, it will get to its destination. And that is why God said, I sent forth my word. I sent forth my word. Translation from NIV will say, certainly, slowly, steadily, it will get to its destination. It must get to his destination. The truth will conquer in the end. That is why we go nowhere. On this note, I want to be not going to be to the detriment of our people. The energy and resources we're supposed to channel on this course, where has the Kano gone to? In the coming days, now all of you be saying, sometimes I tell you I love Nelly. Nelly do. You will not believe. It's very iduristic in her appearance. It's very anyhow. And I tell you, on the camera, very unfortunate. Stop lying. Focus on Biafra agitation. Lie only destroy its credibility. But with truth, we will get home. At this moment, our lines are open. And of course, the line to call, the direct line is 08065875555. 08065855555. And then if you cannot access the line and you have access to you are in the bush. In the bush, you are fighting for Biafra, football Biafra, and doing it. Very unfortunate. You have access to any of my social media platforms. You are free to call and make your contribution. The truth must continue to trend. The truth must continue to lead us. The truth must continue to guide us. Because it is the truth that brought us out here in the first place. And our cause is just. And I'm still George ONYIBE, and we are not going anywhere. I'll be back. Of course, at the small evening, sir, from here. Go ahead, please. The word is listening, and welcome to the program.
Thank you so very much, my brother. And by the way, I just want to inform you that they knocked you out of Facebook. So is that your program is still on, but as far as for now, the Facebook is off. So all the listeners on that side almost but regardless that, I thank you that give to you. You are actually using it very well for the edification of the body of Christ. And I can't thank you enough. You have said so much this afternoon. Called in to say that a lot of people don't understand what is going on. The people you think they will know does not know. That the know does not know. I'm telling you this, my brother. And then because you expect that common sense judgment will play a role. A little bit, I'm just saying a little bit, for people to be able to place one on one together and see the outcome. I'm not sure what has happened to our people and what has bewitched us. It's been a long time I've been saying this, that people can now really see through a lie that cannot see and deceit. Because and what happened outside the general.
Anyako telling us when he became a football fan.
No one clown posting that Now, Peter Neko has told everybody to go and he is inside the court, dramatizing with his cohorts, hugging. I saw Benjamin Madrugu pretending, and say, little-minded people think they are deceiving people. But it goes along with the scriptures I read the other day, Thessalonians 2, that the time the lawless man shall come. When he comes, he will have the power to deceive. With the court with all kinds of people and lawyers hugging them. What else we can tell our people to see through those pictures to know that I don't know what else to tell them, because all you can see in agreement with advice, it cannot be against it. I thought it wasn't like nobody can advise him because nobody meets the standard to advise him. In agreement with what they are going to do for him. And remember, said is to for the bell, whatever.